So guys, I have a challenge whereby I have to make a short film based on an idea using my camera, but it can only exist in the house. So this is my plan.
Whoa, hold on man. How about before I let this video continue on, let me give you some context. One ordinary boring day when I was watching YouTube, about a week ago, I stumbled across a video by a YouTuber called D4Darius. How to shoot a no-budget film. He mentions a film approach called the Backwoods method. Shooting films for next to nothing is a different kind of filmmaking process. Resource filmmaking.
Meaning what it says in the title. You use the resources you have access to in order to make the film. So let's make a checklist. Subject is going to be me. Check. Locations. Bedroom, hallway, kitchen, study, lounge, and another bedroom. Check. Gear. I'm going to be using the Canon 80D for mine filming, so that covers that. It'll be with the Tamron 18 to 200mm lens as well as the 50mm lens. I will also have a Rode Video Micro for reference audio. And then I need a friend in the story. Ben. Check. For sound design I'm going to be using the Zoom H6, but I'll be using that in another video where I talk about my entire sound design process. For editing the film I'll be using DaVinci Resolve because it has this amazing filmic experience that Adobe Premiere Pro just doesn't have. Okay, so my plan. Basically it's a simple story. I don't want anything too complex. It's just me in the house, my mum's out. And the idea came because I was struggling to find ideas. So I was like, there's a story in that. A young man struggles to come up with an idea for a film. You may be wondering that's been done before, but yeah, okay, it's been done before, but it hasn't been done by me. I thought I'd give my spark on it. That's what I'm doing. Right, so the main problem that we have is locations. I don't really have a lot of locations that I can really access legally, apart from the park and my house. I can't do anything in Cardiff because I'm not there at the moment, so yeah, it's just going to be in the house. So I thought emotional moment, inside, isolation, those kind of themes. When choosing my shots, I've got to think about the composition, the rule of thirds, but also how interesting and different I can make them. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of interesting shots involved in this film because as the audience you don't just want something that's like normal, you want something different, something that helps to engage with the audience, something that keeps them holding on, thinking what's going to happen next. The interest will be within the film as opposed to outside the film. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you do. And it's very hard to explain. It is what it is. Back to filming. Okay, so I have just set up my first wide shot. This is going to be my opening shot. It's quite a unique perspective. There's a bit of depth. You can see there's like this whole frame within a frame going on. This wall's out of focus. This wall's, I think, just in focus. And this is all in focus where I would be positioned. Okay, so that shot's done. Now I'm going to focus on the next few shots that will take place in my room. Let's go to me explaining why I'm doing this again. So why am I doing a film? Why am I doing anything? Well, recently I've just been feeling very uncreative. It's been rough. Like, I found myself like waking up, contemplating why or what I'm doing. Because the summer's here and I'm not making the most of it. Why's that? Why am I not making anything? Quite honestly, I don't know. And it's hard to describe because ideas, when they come to your head, they're out of the blue. They're miraculous. They don't really know when the right moment is. You could be walking along one day and suddenly an idea pops into your head. You could be cooking and an idea pops into your head. You could be hoovering and an idea pops into your head. You could be playing a record on a record player and an idea pops into your head because something in a song just sprung into action.
The point is, ideas are hard to come by, but when they do, they're like moments of stardust. You have to take it when you can. So that's what I'm doing. So I got this note, and yeah, seeing as I'm gonna have to do it anyway, as it says Hoover upstairs and the stairs, I thought I might as well incorporate in the film. So yeah, there'll be some hoovering involved in my film because I guess it's set in life, and in life you have to hoover. Big surprise. So I've done all the upstairs shots, and now I'm going to be moving on to the downstairs shots. So, yeah, I think it's time to make some tea. So I'm currently filming close-ups. I'm using my 50mm lens now. So why make a film at all? Well, I think it's a thing that you have to do. When you're a filmmaker, you have to get out there to do stuff by the book. But at home, it's a little bit different. When you're on your own, you've got no infrastructure, you've got nothing. You're a freelancer, basically. You've got to find some way to get creative. Make short films or make films that are interesting and good, but are also relatable. So, the reason why we do this is because without acting on ideas, our brains would shut down and we'd lose that creative flow, if you know what I mean. If I were to challenge you to make a film, one film per month, could you do it? So I'm challenging all of my friends, the fellow filmmakers on the YouTube network, to try and make a film using minimal gear, so using one camera, 2 lenses, and the story has to be compelling yet relatable. And then you'll understand what I mean. But I understand if you don't want to do it. It's hard work, so it's up to you. But it's a challenge. If you do it, comment a link to your short film. Then I will do another video reviewing it, reacting to it, giving you my feedback, and more importantly, it'll just be fun. So, do it, crack on it. But in the meantime, I have got to crack on. So, back to the film. So, next I thought I would get a friend to help me out. So we're going to have a Teams meeting, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to get him in the scene, because in life you have a mate. That they're born is so you can just have this kind of thing with a clock, and then it's all this anticipation builds up, and then nothing happens, but that's the comedic point of it. So you're just oh, that wasn't so bad. I don't know.
Yeah, actually that sounds like a really good idea. I might consider that.
Judging. Okay, so it's the next day, and yesterday I did something quite special for the film. So I incorporated an intimate moment. Well, I say an intimate moment. It's a chat between me and a friend. Now, why did I do that? Well, I did that because I wanted there to be a moment which has a bit of conflict, but also a bit of sympathy. I wanted there to be a moment that the audience can relate to. A compelling, emotional
engaging moment. And I say moment multiple times because that's what it is. It is a moment, a pure emotion. And hopefully, if it works out, the audience will then be triggered by that emotionally and they'll connect with it a bit more. It's a way to connect to the character. It's a way to connect with how they're feeling. That's what it is. It's a connecting bridge between the character and the audience. But why do this? Why bother? Well, it's a way for the audience to put themselves into the character's shoes. It's a way for them to think, yeah, if I was in that position, I'd probably ask for a friend to help as well. Or I would want a family member to talk to, just someone to talk to. Because otherwise, how would you express how you're feeling? That's the thing. So, just at the moment, I am actually currently editing what I've filmed, because what I'm going to do is I'm putting it together in a way that I like it, and then I'm going to see if anything else needs to go into it, basically, because I've run out of shots that I can think of, so I'm kind of like putting it down and trying to see what else could I add when I've done it. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I'm happy with where the edit has come along. I mean, look at this shot.
I mean, look at that. Yeah, so far it's about 10-ish minutes. I incorporated that kind of, well, it's like a meeting thing. And yeah, some good shots I'm proud of on this.
I think now all that's left to do is finish the film. I'm going to do that upstairs in the bedroom again, where the film started, so there's kind of a loop. And then the idea is going to spring into mind from there as the story has unfolded.